Adidas, a company which is so big and so famous worldwide that people love its shoes. But how did Adidas end up in a situation where people were not ready to buy its products, its shoes? They don't wanted to see Adidas. They wanted to cut off and boycott Adidas forever. Well, we all know that it was the use of kangaroo leather for making sports shoes. Well, it's also true that Adidas was not alone, a single company that was making shoes with kangaroo leather, but different companies were doing it. But because Adidas came to the light first, it had to suffer the most. Well, if we think practically, let's try to understand the use of kangaroo leather and the boycotting phase of Adidas. How did it impact the company? Was it legal to use kangaroo leather or not? How did it impact the sales of Adidas? And what was the steps and decisions taken by Adidas further to hold and get back its customers? Hello and welcome to Boss Wala English. I am Tanisha Sharma and this is what we are going to talk about. We are going to see in this video that what were the circumstances that Adidas had to go through, what did it face, and how did Adidas face backlash for one controversial material. So well, Adidas is a name that echoes everywhere. Let it be a playground, a gym, some sports place or anywhere. Adidas is worn by most of the people. So today, no drama, no opinions, just facts is what we are going to talk about. So for years, Adidas was using kangaroo leather called as K leather in some of its high-performance football shoes. But why? Because it was lightweight, durable, and used to provide excellent control for athletes. And in a world of professional sportswear, that kind of performance matters. But there was a growing concern day by day. Animal rights organizations began to spotlight the issue, the ethical use of harvesting kangaroo leather. So protests increased, people started coming on roads, doing rallies, sharing their views, their opinions, what is right, what is wrong. They absolutely boycotted Adidas and even encouraged others not to use any product from Adidas. And slowly protest increased, the information, the news surfaced everywhere and the awareness grew. And then the turning point came in 2023-24. A wave of bans across US states like Oregon and California. Social media campaigns with hashtags boycott Adidas. So at that time, the consumers were not just talking, they were walking, and that too away from Adidas. And that's when Adidas decided that it was going to stop buying the kangaroo leather from 2024 itself and will completely stop the production of its sports footwear with the K leather by the end of the 2025. And also Adidas joins athletic wear companies like Puma, Nike and New Balance in ending the use of kangaroo leather, which has historically been a component of high-end soccer cleats. So kangaroo leather was not just used to make sportswear, it was used to make shoes, boots, motorcycle gear and whips. And we all know that it's not just kangaroo. It is every single animal that could be used for making bags, shoes, belts, glasses, I don't know what and what not. Well, this was what happened with Adidas. But let's also talk about how it impacted Adidas. And was it even legal to use K leather? So the business impact on Adidas. One decision, one material, and your company is almost gone. Doesn't matter how famous you are, how big of a brand you are, but one mistake and you can lose everything. This is what happened to Adidas. A billion-dollar brand was suddenly in the spotlight for the wrong reasons. See, in business, perception is everything. Your product might be perfect, but if the story behind it doesn't sound pleasing to the consumers are going to react. So it's not just that your product is perfect, it gives what a consumer needs, but how is the product being made? How is it being marketed? There should be all the positive aspects in front of the consumers, and only then the perception for a customer to buy a product would be positive. From this, we also learn that a consumer can make or break your business. This situation, what happened with Adidas, also shows that how customers no longer just buy products. They also buy ethics, values, and what is true and honest to them. So whether it be your neighborhood tea shop or a big global brand like Adidas, only customers have the power. They can build your brand and they can break it just like this. The consumers today are vocal. They know what they want and what is right and what is wrong. So every single, even a small decision in your business can impact it badly or very nicely. But it is definitely going to impact. Now let's talk about the legal rights versus the sportswear. Was it allowed for Adidas to use the K leather? Technically, yes. In Australia, kangaroo harvesting is regulated and legal. So anyways, in Australia, it is not absolutely legal to kill kangaroos. But if you have a license and you're killing kangaroos for maybe commercial or non-commercial purposes, that is legal. So that is how it is technically true that Adidas had the legal right to use kangaroo leather. But here's the thing. Legal doesn't always mean accepted. As laws change in different parts of the world, as what was legal before is not now. Because the values, the ethics, the thought processes, the way of seeing around changes with time. So maybe what was okay before is not now. So as of if we talk about a business, being legally compliant isn't enough when the moral compass of the market is shifting. Regulations, activism, and public perceptions have become business force on their own. So what do we learn with this? One mistake can ripple across your brand completely. Consumers now demand transparency and ethics. And legal boundaries, that are just the beginning. Your business being socially approved is also very, very crucial. Adidas may have survived the storm because it's a massive brand with loyal customers. But Adidas definitely got a reminder that doesn't matter how massive or big of a brand you are still accountable to the people that you serve. So whether you're starting your own business or you already have one, remember this thing. Learn from the story of Adidas that how consumers, customers can entirely break or make your business. And one tiny small decision can also shake the roots of your business. Well, this is it for today. And also, if you want to start your own business, you can download Bosswala app now. It has 500 plus courses where you can learn everything that you need to know from starting a business, marketing your business, how to get government schemes, how to earn good profit. You can learn each and everything from successful business entrepreneurs. That too through one-on-one video calls or video courses. So go download it right now. And I'll see you next time with more such information. Thank you so much for watching.
Bosswala. Be the boss.